Let's see. How do it should do.
Notification.
It should bring up this. You got to push a button on there. There, it just says that we're live.
Watch live now, right?
There you go. Better pull it up on your phone.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do we need 3 screens going? We don't.
Probably need to
Turn the volume down on that one.
This is in upside down.
Turn the volume down on that one.
New Mexico.
Oh, that's really delayed.
Sorry guys, we're trying to figure this out. Australia.
Hi guys! We're just gonna hang out for a little bit till we get some more people on, so bear with us.
We're trying to figure this out.
First time doing this, it's a little confusing.
Southern Indiana. See, the chat doesn't stay up there though.
Do I push the button?
Do I push this button?
Do I push this button?
Live chats. All messages are visible. There we go.
There we go.
Andrew's here.
Hi, Andrew!
So, Andrew, is it going to rain? You let me know if it starts raining because it's going to rain on you first. So then I can run into the house. Australia, yes.
Oh yeah, you can see it better.
Boom. Yeah, except for it's barely running out.
It's what?
There. I think we figured it out.
Maybe.
So, happy Saturday.
It finally quit raining for a minute.
We saw the sun today for about 15 minutes on the way home. We went to Altoona today and had lunch, and it rained on us on the way home a little bit. Then it spitted. It literally rained. It's rained over 4.5 inches here in this last week. It's way too late for us, but it isn't going to do us any good. But it's raining. Let's see here.
He's shooting something.
Marion County. So we figured we'd
Where's the blue heeler? He's over here laying down.
I tried to get
forced him to take a picture, and now he's mad at us.
Come here, bud.
Come here, do people want to see you?
He'll get up here.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now he's on the table. Good job, guys. So,
get down.
Yeah.
Bandit. Get down.
Everybody needs a blue heeler. There's
gosh.
a Chichewa somewhere around here.
Itsy Bitsy, come here.
Live chat. All messages are visible. Are we still alive? Okay. What was it ringing them out? California, it's like I've been seeing some pictures of California. That's pretty crazy what that looks like over there. Nothing like our little fires that we have. It's like luckily we don't have issues with fires in our crops, like if you watch like the Welkers and Fast Ag and stuff like that. They're scared of fire all the time because they'll lose their crop so quickly if their fields catch on fire. We don't really have that issue. Are the crops getting close? Yeah, we actually we considered doing some picking last week, except for it rained so much that it went. I actually bought a lumber moisture sensor tester today when I was up in Altoona, that I can just go out into the field and prod ears, and it should tell me what the moisture is. But my guess is that we'll be picking probably the later part of next week, but we also have to cut some hay again. It's like with the rain that came through, we figured we're going to cut hay one more time. It's not that much hay, only it's less than 20 acres. So we're going to cut some hay, and then most likely we'll start in some beans. Beans won't go this week, but they'll probably go next week. Corn's probably 25% or so, be my guess, and the local bids, they want corn. So we could really start anytime the fields are ready, because we're pretty much ready to go. Where we go? Where?
Cole asked about the combine.
Yeah, actually that combine was new to us. Was it last year we got it? Yeah, we got two combines. We got a 9670 and a 9660. The 9660 I think is going into the 10th year with us, and we didn't really plan on using the 9670. We don't have the manpower to really run two combines, but there's a chance that we run two combines this year. One picking beans and the other one picking corn, kind of simultaneously. The 9660 2 years ago gave us a lot of headaches. It was broken down a lot, and the worst part is that 2 years ago we didn't have a lot of chance to harvest. Like, the weather was horrible, and it was broken down like the 1 week that was good bean cutting weather. I think I finished harvest last 2 years ago, like December 20th or something like that, and we kind of decided we're not doing that again. And the 9660 knew that it was on thin ice, or it went and got a brother or sister, whatever you want to call it, and it gave us no problems whatsoever last year. So that's why you guys didn't see the 9670 get used. %, corn. Have I seen the Welker 620 quad track? Yeah, I watched a little bit of his video today on the way up to Altoona. How much will the floods in China affect the value of crops? Good question. You know, I really don't have the answer to that.
Yeah.
How much tiling do we have planned? A lot, you know. Once again, it comes down to manpower and stuff like that. That Soil Max Gold Digger, it's still here. It's still going to get used. I want to tile most of my farm, as in the majority of my farm. I'm going to try and get a tile plan put together for it here going into fall. We've got a lot of tile. My dad and I talked about it. I think we've got I think he's got like 15 risers, which are just the orange part up in fields right now, that he could build terraces on. So he's got a fall's worth of pushing terraces without me pulling any more pipe in the ground. But we're still going to put more pipe in the ground. And actually, speaking of that, if you go back this spring when I was doing some trenching with Steve on my farm, I did like 5,000 feet worth of pattern tile. And the video where my dad and I were building the terraces on my farm, as dry as we are, you can actually see, this is live? Oh yes, this. You can actually see when I fly the drone at the very end of the video that those pattern tiles are already working, because you can see where the runs are, and the beans were way greener. They were under a lot less stress. It's like, I don't think this one's live. I'm trying to read the comments, but they aren't rolling up very good. Isn't Molly's birthday coming up? No, Molly's birthday's in February. How do we delete that?
Thank you, James!
How many hours are on the combines? The 9670s around 1,000, and the 9660s like 3,500 or so, I think. I don't, off the top of my head. Molly, what do you do work-wise?
So I actually just started a new job about a month ago now. I was working at a hotel down here. I worked in hospitality for a long time, but it was just really stressful, especially with all of this COVID stuff going on. So I decided it was time for something new, something a little more structured in hours and stuff. So now I'm actually a business manager at a nursing home. So I get to go hang out with adorable little old people all day long, and it's great. I like it a lot. It's only been a month, but it's pretty good so far. It's nice to have a Monday to Friday schedule. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Have I seen the grain cart that that Larson's got? Yeah, that thing's massive. I don't just like we don't got like whole fields could fit into that cart on some of our fields. Whole fields wouldn't even fill that cart. So we run 1,000 bushel cart, and that's plenty. Getting around here, I don't have a clue. Like their county roads up there must just be massive. If he can pull around 130 feet long and still make corners, who knows? Maybe he just did that for a video too. Who knows? I don't know.
James thinks he deserves a hat for his comment. I tend to agree.
Yeah, good job, James. What's the weather stick look like today? I forgot to look at it because I was there, because anytime I go anywhere, I drop Bandit off with Wayne, so those two can hang out. And then I was back there, obviously, to pick up Bandit, and then I had Wayne needed a new toaster, so he got himself a new toaster today. Do you ever take vacations? Yeah.
Occasionally.
Rarely. Last year was, well, we did a video on it.
We went to Vegas. There is a video on our Vegas trip.
Yeah, we went to
Fun
Vegas.
Quick weekend trip to the NFR. That was pretty fun with a couple of our buddies. And then the year before that, we actually went on a pretty big vacation. We actually went to Costa Rica for about a week, and that was really fun. That was really awesome. But we typically go in the winter, like in January or February, when he's not working as much.
Am I a generational farmer? Yeah, I would be considered a generational farmer, second generation.
How old is Bandit?
Bandit
Bandit is 3.
Yeah.
And so is Itzy. They're the same age. They're actually only 3 days apart. Bandit is 3 days older than Itzy.
Yeah, Bandit's 3-ish. 3 and heavy.
3.
No more burnt bread, you know it. Andrew gives Iowan farmhands Andrew. So if you read any of his comments, it's like he knows that I've burnt, like, Wayne's toaster is gone. We go and have lunch with him.
Little fritzy.
Yeah, it's on the fritz. You put it down, you get the lunch meat out, you know, to make a toasted lunch meat sandwich. You turn it around and it's like someone blowtorched your bread. So I was like, yeah, I think you need a new toaster, Wayne. So I went and got him a new toaster today.
How's the test plots look?
Actually, the test plots, so the soybean plot is turning right now. It was like I had a lot of high-end hopes for the soybeans. I think we lost a lot of the high-end because there's a lot of like 3 pods that are aborting beans and stuff like that. I don't know where the yields will come in on that. There'll still be good data from it, I think. In terms of the sudden death for the Saltro versus the Olivo, no sudden death showed up this year, and Frog Island, just with as dry as we were, there was really no disease pressure. So the soybean plot, it'll be interesting to see, even though that's an extend plot, and I think we're probably going to go to enlist next year. So what's that for? And then if we, the corn wise, the corn's still standing. One of the hybrids is losing its tops, which it was supposed to do that. It's all burned up right now. I think I'm going to try and actually do a video, possibly with the agronomist from Champion. We talked about with my DSM, on maybe he'll come down the day that I actually harvest the plot, and I didn't get to do actually a what do they call those? The
field days.
Field day. Like last year I did a field day, and I didn't get to do that this year. So I'm thinking I might do like a virtual field day to show off the plot that I put in.
There's a video on that too, isn't there?
No, Wayne is not related to me.
There is a video.
So.
Is your farm truck completed, or do you still need to, or are you still going to put more goodies on it?
It's completed. It needs its oil changed, and it needs a brake light fixed if anybody wants to do that. Hey, Andrew, that's scheduled for Monday. Let's see.
Egg leader business going?
Good. It's like, I enjoy showing off the egg leader stuff.
Do you do any animals other than dogs, aka food animals? No.
No, I don't.
Livestock.
No. Never. Kind of the way that my dad started farming, we never really got into livestock. I've thought about the livestock, I guess, for off and on. And then I also decided that choring every single day is kind of not nice, or nice too. So it'd be hard to get into livestock because access to ground and then everything else. But Livestock's not kind of in my ballpark right now.
Do you ever have days you wish you worked in town?
About 6 of them a week. No, just kidding.
Is your grain cart a 1050?
1040. 1040 walking tandems.
How many days will you have to let hay dry this time of year?
You'll find out. If we didn't get all this rain, you could probably just lay it down one time. The hay is like really thin. Obviously, no rain all of August and barely any rain in July. The hay's really thin. Probably have to lay it down for, cut it one day, just let it sit, and then bale it the next. You probably just fine.
How does your hemp look?
How's my hemp and sunflowers look? Sunflowers are cooked. They're done. They actually turned into, like, I think they put seeds on it. I got to look a little closer at it. I walked through there quickly the other day. The hemp, it worked good. It's seeded into my cover crop now. Somebody told me, I actually posted on a cover crop forum. They said if you put an inoculant on that hemp, it would do a lot better. But it put on like big, weird, like mace looking nitrogen nodules, so it was interesting. Like I said, it's the 60-inch corn though. I'll have to put a picture up of the 60-inch corn. That's looking pretty cool.
What's corn moisture running?
Hey Jeff, like 25%. Like I told them earlier, I bought a lumber moisture tester that you can supposedly probe ears to test the moisture. I left it at the shop, so I don't know. When we tested it, which would be now 2 weeks ago, it was like 30%, and then we had a good drying week, and then we just had a week of 4.5 inches of rain. So probably over 25%, hanging in there around 25%, depending on what hybrid it is and things like that.
With no state fair, will Molly be demonstrating any foods for the Fit Farmer program?
What a man.
I'm so upset that there's no state fair. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Plans to expand your farm, or is land hard to come by?
Yeah, we're always looking for land to, expand into, but kind of conscientiously about it this time. Things are tight on everything, and when you pick up a piece of land, you don't just do it to pick up more acres, to farm more acres. You got to be profitable with it, and then if you got a new landlord, you're learning to work with a new landlord. It's like going into a whole different relationship. So we're always looking to expand, but we don't have the blinders on.
How many trucks do you have, and what are their makes?
Like semi trucks or like pickup trucks?
I don't know.
I only got 2 pickup trucks, and I own 0 semi trucks. Out of like all the farm equipment you guys see on this channel, I own like this much of it. I guess I own
You own a tractor.
I own some stuff, but the majority of it you guys see, I don't own. So I have the dually, and then I got a Ram 1500 for pickup trucks, and then we've got a few other farm trucks that we use on and off.
How did the fertilizer spreader come out?
Good. Until my dad started painting it with a gray spray paint can and drove me nuts. But it's his fertilizer cart. It is like, I tell you what, that's hard to do. It's an undertaking to remodel a fertilizer cart.
Do you do any hunting?
Yeah. Yep. I shoot a lot of deer.
Straight off the back porch.
Yeah, no, not really. That's illegal. I do not shoot deer off the back porch. But the field here, yeah.
Full of deer.
So if, no joke, 40 to 50 deer can be in the field outside my house. So hunting, it's more like shooting. So they need to be thinned badly.
Will you ever do a ride along? So like a live while you're actually working?
It's possible. The problem is that like our fields aren't that big, so like I'm having to do something every sometimes less than a minute, so it'd be really hard to do a live and read comments and stuff. So Molly would have to be with me. So what's the next one?
Jade just says pork tenderloin sandwiches.
Pork tenderloin sandwiches is pretty good. I actually went wild hog hunting in Oklahoma for a bachelor party, and I got a wild hog, and I made pork tenderloin sandwiches out of it, and it was pretty good. So butter milked it, so it sat in there, breaded it up, fried it. Molly ate it.
It was good. Isn't the Spencer Fair a great fair? Couldn't tell you. Never been there.
Spencer is like all the way up in northwest Iowa by Okoboji, for people that don't know.
Legit opposite of us.
So like the legit opposite of us, and so that's a long, long drive.
How did you meet Andrew?
How did I meet Andrew? Andrew was actually going to buy some seed from me, and well, that's how he kind of got to come to work with us. How I met Andrew is through a neighbor.
Where's that little dog?
So that's how I met Andrew. If that's correct, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong.
I miss the Made Right restaurants. Is there one close by? No.
I think there's one in Altoona, maybe.
Yeah, it would be up about by Des Moines would be the closest place. They're not really in small towns around here.
Like small town restaurants, and so we actually went to the Tap in Seymour last night. That's got really good prime rib special
Delicious.
on Friday and Saturday nights. And then we've got a restaurant called The Landing close to us, which is closing. It's closing this.
It was very sad.
Then other than that, we got to go to Centerville, and there's like 2 or 3. There's like a Mexican
Georgia
restaurant,
Mix.
a pizza restaurant, and what else
Is Ray's
is
still?
there? Is Ray's?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The barbecue place?
Yeah, our culinary food experience down here,
Very limited.
flat.
Very, very limited. Andrew said that's pretty close.
Okay, good job.
Was your farm hit hard by the big storm that went through Iowa?
We missed. Actually, the day that the storm went through, it's like you kind of count your blessings. Is that like with all the rain that we missed, and Lake Rathman's like right over my shoulder right there, is that there's like a lake effect, and so when it comes to rain, it likes to split. So it looks like the lake will split storms, and Andrew was actually power washing the combine, and I had to go try and send a data file for the fungicide trial we're doing for BASF. And I made it to the bottom of the hill, my truck moved from all the wind, so I went back and we closed everything up, and we didn't get a drop of rain. And that was actually the derecho that went through and did all the damage up around Highway 30, which I was up there last week, and there's a lot of damage up there. Then there was a storm that went through Missouri, and that went right on the Missouri border. So we literally split those two big storms, and we got like 0.2 inch of rain. But since all the cell phone towers and everything else went down at that time, we didn't know that there was that big of a storm that went through up there. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We split another rain, and it was like we got kind of lucky on that one.
Stan says we should go. He drives 300 miles to go to the Spencer Fair. That's dedication.
To the Spencer Fair.
What is your favorite truck brand? I can't talk.
I am probably the least brand loyal to any equipment, truck, anything type of deal. Even though we run a lot of John Deere, and I talk about John Deere, or kind of make fun of Case and stuff, but that's lighthearted. It's for me, it's just what works. But if I had to choose which one I like, I think GMCs look the best, just from a look standpoint. Except for any new trucks now are ugly. Like, they're doing a really good job of uglifying trucks.
Are you in contact with other Iowa YouTube farmers?
No, not really. So, no, I don't reach out to a lot of other YouTube farmers. I've talked with the squad once or twice, which he's actually a farm simulator YouTuber, which would make you. But I've talked to him a couple of times. I've just watched YouTube for a long time, and that's why I started this. I don't think I've talked to any other, like texted or obviously YouTube comments. I've talked with them, but not like phone call conversations.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a janky setup going on here, so bear with us. We're aware that it's
What's
going off
up?
the top of our heads. It's fine.
You guys are on a boot.
You're
You guys-
literally on a
you're-
boot, on a planter,
Yeah.
with the iPad, going with the comments. We're doing the best we can.
And so when the news feed like ends, it's because my phone died. So that's
Yep.
gonna be the natural end. And I just got the notification that we're at like 20% like 5 minutes ago. So how long that's gonna
Oh,
be?
now we're at 10.
Now we're at 10%. Good
Oh,
job.
yay.
We're getting there.
Okay. Have you tried strip banding?
Strip tilling, yeah. Not with an actual strip till bar. Same thing kind of that Brian's farming videos did. He did it with wasp. Excuse me. I did it with the NH3 bar this year. Just struck a AB line with the heading. I think it was north-south, so like a 0-degree heading. And then tried to make as straight of a pass as I could. And then when I came back with the 24-row corn planter, I put the corn planter down on the strip, struck a 0-degree heading line. And you can tell the difference for emergence-wise in between the no-till and the strip till bar. The plants that were on the strip were way happier.
What brand of bread machine do you have? It is legit the cheapest bread machine you can find. It is just a Hamilton Beach bread machine. That's it. Nothing fancy.
My truck doesn't like to pass gas stations. And mine gets like 13 miles to the gallon because I do the math every time I fill up.
What else? Why did you buy the New Holland?
Ask my dad. No, he calls it his moment of weakness. No, it just, the new, very few complaints that aren't like, I have very few complaints about the New Holland.
Blue healer shrunk, yeah. We're aware.
What happened?
The blue healer shrunk.
Oh, yeah, that's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. How far are you from Cold Corn Star?
Cole is, I don't know where Cole is exactly. I'm pretty sure Cole's up by Marshalltown where I was, so that's like 2.5 hours or so from me. So he was like right in the strip of, I'm pretty sure he's pretty close to 30, so he's like right in the strip of where that derecho went through.
What do you think about the 8RX?
The 8RX is way too expensive for something that drives around in dirt. Is the new bin up? The new bin is not up, no. It should be going up here really soon. Do I play Farm Simulator? No. I play Call of Duty though.
All the time.
Not all the time.
If he's not in a tractor, he's playing Call of Duty.
No. Howdy from Maine, just heard from Manitoba. Andrew leave Hollywood to be a social.
Get out of there.
Leave Hollywood for social influencer.
Yeah.
Cola the Cornstar. 8RX.
When does Andrew leave for Hollywood to be a social media influencer? You'd have to ask him that.
Let's see.
Do you take much of your hay to the auction?
Actually, last year it took like no round bales to the auction. I haven't sold any of my round bales yet this year, so we got round bales for sale. I don't know what the price on hay is with this drought, so I like to take hay to auction to see what things are selling for and move a little bit of hay, but I think we've got like 400 plus round bales right now. Well over, I think we're quite over 400. I don't know, my backyard's full of round bales because I got nowhere else to put them.
What do you use to keep track of your income and expenses? Spreadsheet?
Yeah, spreadsheets. I build my own spreadsheets, and so they're all interactive.
Were you affected by drought or rain much this year? The answer is always yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bad. Bad.
Are you planning to do more terraces?
Yep, always trying to improve. So it's just, they're not really cheap to put in by any means, but they're good for the dirt, and if you're farming it, you should take care of it. So.
Do you own a round baler?
No, I do not own a round baler. I sold off the round baler that I bought, and I just have a good neighbor that does my round baling. So I I don't foresee myself getting a round baler anytime soon unless I got a bunch more hay ground. And then even then, I'd probably look into getting a big square baler over a round baler.
Iowa or Iowa State, that is one place where we have to agree to disagree because
Iowa.
he graduated from Iowa and I graduated from Iowa State. So, house divided over here.
Drought here, Australia, small square bales hit $25 a bale. I don't know what the shipping would be on to get some small square bales to Australia, but if it's like somewhere in the neighborhood of $18 a bale, I'd ship them. So, I think it's a little more than that though.
Sorghum makes good hay.
Yeah, but sorghum's for the deer.
How long before you start harvest?
Maybe sometimes next week, if not after that.
Coming up pretty soon. Stay tuned.
So, but this year I think I might have to be an Iowa State fan, even that because the Hawkeyes aren't playing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. We watched a little bit of it today, but Molly wins. ISU is in the Big 12.
Woohoo!
Do I own a round baler? Just curious. Iowa State.
Oh, another one. Coming
My
for
sister's wedding's here in a couple months. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh man.
Let's see. Is there any that we missed? My phone might die, and if it does,
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we answered most of them.
Did we catch a lot of them?
Yeah, we did.
Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments up over here, and just so if I'm before you start harvest.
You got all those.
Did I get them all?
Yep.
Hello from Florida. Hello
Hi,
from
Riley.
Florida.
Bug on my face. Would you ever do a QA with your dad?
What?
Would you ever do a QA with your dad?
Yeah, but my dad runs a flip phone, so he's so I know a lot of people have wanted us to do a crop tour, or not a crop tour, an equipment tour, and if I'd have to get him to do that with me because but getting my dad to do something like that might be interesting.
Bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Do cover crops do good in your area?
Cover crops do good in our area? No. The only cover crop that they can figure out to work is cereal rye, and yeah. So no, you don't see a lot of cover crops in our area.
What generation farmer?
I would be second generation farmer, and I'd almost call myself like 1.5, because I guess, yeah, a second generation farmer would probably. Oh, we could have answered.
Oh, my friend
spam.
Potential Spam is calling me.
Yeah.
How fun. Bandit Cam was great. When are you going to do a Wayne Cam?
You guys gonna watch a lot of Fox News?
Yep.
Mow a lot of yard.
Yep.
Eat a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Block cheese, not
block cheese.
pre-sliced cheese.
No, block
the
cheese.
block of cheese.
On
Slices
white
it
bread.
off
Oh, wheat
himself.
bread. He does wheat bread. So,
Do you live on the farm? Sort of.
kinda. I live on a farm. So, what generation do cover crops and work in your area?
You got all those.
Hello, Jason. What would be some of the questions you'd want to ask my dad? That'd be
Is FFA popular in your area?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yes.
FFA and 4-H are huge around here.
Which actually I didn't get to be in FFA or 4-H because I grew up in the Cedar Rapids area, and so my school, even though it was called Cowboy High, which is Cedar Rapids Prairie for anybody in Iowa knows where that is, it's right off of 380, didn't have an FFA or a 4-H program, and I didn't know that I wanted to be a farmer anyways. But now that there's like schools around here with FFA and 4-H and stuff like that, I've actually talked to a few of the FFA directors about some ag leader stuff, and talking with them if there's anything like technology-wise that I could help them out with, or showcase to their students. I'd be happy to do that because I think it's both good programs.
Yep. I was in 4-H from the time that you could be in 4-H, which I think is like 6th grade or something like that. I don't know.
What did you show?
Horses, goats. Did a lot of stuff inside the like craft building and stuff. And that was Fair Queen.
Yeah, Appaloosa County Fair Queen.
Royalty. Are you close to Plano?
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Yep, I'm just north of Plano.
Didn't get any damage from the derecho, or whatever the heck you say it. If you had to upgrade a piece of equipment, what would it be?
Ooh.
Wind's starting to pick up.
Yeah, it might start to storm on us. If I had to upgrade a piece of equipment, what would it be? I would say actually probably add another bean header. That'd be an upgrade. So, but in terms of, like I said, if maybe something to pull a tile plow with.
Do you have siblings?
Got 2 sisters. I got 2 sisters.
He's the oldest. Would your dad say you're a good kid or a danger what you did get into?
What?
Were you a good kid or a bad kid?
Good kid.
I don't believe that. Do you see hydros ever faded in Iowa? We don't use it here in North. Is that Mississippi or is that Missouri?
What's MO or MN?
MS.
MS is Mississippi. MN is Mississippi. What do you mean hydros? Fading. What like pivots and stuff? I don't know what you mean by hydros. If you were going to tell someone who is young and wanted to start farming or anything in ag, what would you say? Find a mentor. Find a mentor. It's like be open to learning.
Did you ever find the guy who painted your green tractor blue?
You ever find Nope, still on the loose. I'll come for you.
What town are you guys from?
I'm
That's a hard question to answer.
I would say Chew.
Shoeyville for you. I'm from Moravia.
So.
And now we live in
Confidence.
But technically Melrose. It's very confusing.
Yeah. Wayne's my kind of guy with bologna and a block of cheese. Yeah. What town are you guys from? Oh, good day. Aaron. Hello, Monroe.
What is the hardest lesson you've had to learn as a new farmer?
I don't know everything.
It's a hard lesson for him to learn anyway.
Yeah, just lesson that I learned: try and control the things you can control, and don't worry about the things you can't control.
Where can we find your merchandise? On the
Website.
website. Go to any video. The link will be down in the description. You can order from there, and we will ship it directly to you. Pretty easy.
Oh, we're getting real low. We're getting real low. So I just can find merchandise. I'm going to.
Did you buy the tile plow?
Did I buy the tile plow? No, I have not bought the tile plow.
You still have it though.
I still have it.
Do you plant just Champion?
Do I plant just Champion? Yes. But we have planted a lot of other brands.
Oh, he was talking about ammonia.
What?
Smoke. The guy that asked about hydros, I think.
Oh, and hydros. Oh, and okay, hydros is supposed to be anhydrous ammonia. Plow. Do you ever see it fading? It already is. But it's stable. It's the cheapest form. It works good. You don't have to really have a bunch of rain to incorporate it. So I'd like to put on like UAN with the sprayer, but my dad axnays that big time because he likes to have everything behind the boom still be there after we get done spraying.
Till we get your bread in that description. I actually have not made bread lately.
Yeah.
Pretty much
And the
since
person
I
that won the
started
hat,
going back
the
to work, I
person
haven't
that
made
won the
bread.
hat from the giveaway hasn't contacted me. So I don't know what I have to do about that.
Do you ever plan on getting into livestock?
No, not really.
How do you like the new Chevys?
No, way too much. Do you know what a new truck costs? Do you know what else you could do with the cost of a new truck? Like, seriously? Like, go buy yourself a Peterbilt and start driving it around and you actually get paid to drive it.
Carl says to do a new drawing.
Carl, do another drawing then.
We might. We'll see. We'll see if they contact us after this, and if they don't, we might.
Jacob Hay. Plan to getting the livestock cattle. For a little bit, after messing with the goats, I thought about getting goats, and then that quickly faded away.
Once he learned he had to wake up before the sun came up, nixed that real quick.
Yeah. Plus, you can't keep a goat in. My dad's like, "You're gonna put goats next to my fields."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's like they get out free food. Huh?
You should probably wrap it up before the phone dies.
Yeah, I probably should. Hey, look, we made it 40 minutes.
We did. We did good. I'm proud of us.
Do we like the TG2? Yes, I like the TG285. So the TG285. Only things I don't like about the TG285: the faded blue paint and the yellowing headlights. And then, yeah, that's about the only things I don't like about the TG285.
Future plans do you have for your farm?
I'll figure that out in the future.
Say bye, Andrew.
Say bye, Andrew. Andrew, say bye. Thank you for sharing your lives.
I think we did pretty good. We'll have to do this more often.
Yeah, way more. So, what's for dinner?
I don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.
I don't even